How's my hair? Just kidding. Alright, alright, boys and girls. So today's video is about parenting. I became a parent probably like, I don't know, roughly over like a year and a half ago. And I count parenting to start from the time of like conception, like once you find out that you're going to have a child. So I count it like that. But one thing that I want to say and recognize with parenting is that sometimes we have to like give our parents forgiveness for stuff that they didn't know. So like if they didn't know anything about being a parent back in the 80s or whatever, like, you know, the 80s for me, the 90s for others, so on and so forth, you can't really fault somebody for something that they just didn't know and didn't have. It is unfortunate that they probably like weren't there for you, or like, you know, weren't there for you in key times. But I learned something this weekend talking with one of my parents. Like, I haven't talked to my biological father in like a while. But what I learned is some people just like didn't have it as far as like that. The way that they want to communicate with you is the way that they want to communicate with you. It's funny how it's starting to become a trend with communication. But like, I learned so much from his standpoint on so many other people that it showed me like what it was like for him to experience something. But then like when I started thinking just about this video, like specifically just talking about the parents, what he had to give, and like his father didn't really give him much as far as, I mean, he did, but he didn't in some ways, I guess because he was like an alcoholic and all that. But the alcohol didn't slow him down from like being a parent to an extent. But in my opinion, it still does, because if you're not fully present, you're just not fully present. So what that did for my pop, he just wasn't really like physically there at the time. Like, I can remember times when he was there, but not at the times where it probably counted the most, that really started to shape me differently as I got older and stuff like that. So, you know, can I really blame him for not being there? I would say yes and no, but it's mostly because of like, I guess like proximity and stuff like that. So like, you know, what I'm working on right now in life is to do the best I can to meet people like where they at, and try not to judge them so hard and try not to be too hard on them. But it's difficult though. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's tough, man. Like, it's just, it ain't easy, man. And so then so fast forward into my parenting journey, like as it has started, I've learned that there are so many people that want to be involved and want to be part of it. And I'm fine with that. And then for me, I'm just looking for the simplest solution that satisfies most. It doesn't mean that everything is just going to work out and everybody's going to be having a great time, and because it just doesn't exist. That's one thing, like as a black man, I see that being a black father that's present is being exhausted often, because I now see why people just say, oh yeah, I quit, I leave, I'm out. Like, you know, like it's so easy for you to walk away, but it's not, because you got like another set of eyes, another nose, another mouth looking, staring right at you, like looking for the next answer. And then, you know, they're counting on you to be that one to help them through their journey. And so like, I say that to like all black fathers, and then like just parents in general, like new parents, old parents, and our parents all across the world. Do the best you can to meet people where they at, but never stop working on yourself. We'll jump into more later. Life gives you lemons, make lemon water. Peace.